Good news, class. We are still in trinomials today. I'm sure you are so excited. However, the good news is that they start getting easier today. Okay, so we actually did the difficult ones first. We're going to do the easier ones second. So we are still in three terms of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. However, today we are going to be in a situation where a always equals 1. So this number in front is always going to be 1. Now, realistically, we don't really write that 1 down. So we're going to see something that looks like x squared plus 8x plus 15. So the process starts out exactly the same today. Okay, where we're going to multiply a times c. We are just going to have to recognize, right, that there's nothing here, but that's really a 1, right? There really is a number there. We just don't see it written down. So 1 times 15 gives us 15. And again, just like before, we'll start listing our sets. So 1 times 15, 2 times nothing, 3 times 5, 4 times nothing. Our next number that we would write down would be 5, but 5 is already over here. Everything is positive, so everything is positive. Right? We want to find the set that will add up to 8. So when we go down and we start adding, that's going to be a 3 plus a 5. Now, today we are in sort of a special case. We can take a shortcut. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you just want to be consistent, you absolutely can do what we've been doing, and you can write this down as a positive 3x and a positive 5x, and you can start factoring this by grouping. You will get the exact same answer. So it's not that yesterday and the day before's material doesn't work, it still applies, but there is a shorter way when a equals 1. Okay, so when a equals 1, once you pick your set, you actually can go straight to factored form, where whatever your variable is going first. Now, you might say this has an x squared, but notice I'm just writing down an x to the first. And remember, that's because when we would multiply them back out, if we were to distribute, x times x would give us the x squared. Okay, so I'm taking half of this exponent. And then I'm going to fill in the two numbers, the two blanks, with the two numbers I picked. So I picked a positive 3 and a positive 5. So my factored form answer will be x plus 3 and x plus 5. Okay, so again, just shorter. If you want to consistently do it like we have been, there is nothing wrong with that. There's just a shorter way of doing it. So let's say we want to factor v squared plus 12v plus 20. Okay, so again, a times c, so there's really a 1 here. 1 times 20 is 20. Right, we'll start listing our numbers that multiply to 20. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 3 times nothing, 4 times 5. Our next number would be 5. It's already over here. And we want the set that will add up to 12. Everything is positive here, so everything is going to be positive here. So I'm going to pick a positive 2 and a positive 10. Because a equals 1, and only because a equals 1, right, I can take half of this first exponent, which is v to the first. It's a positive 2 and a positive 10. And then you don't have to do any of that work of factoring by grouping, which most of my students prefer. I'm going to look at one more. Y squared plus 6y plus 5. Okay, so a times c, there's really a 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Now, a lot of my students will get to this set and then say, well, I can't think of anything, nothing will work. Again, just because 5 is prime doesn't mean we don't have that option of 1 times 5. So keep in mind that that's definitely an option. Okay, once we pick 1 and 5, everything's positive. That adds up to 6, so we're good. A is 1, so we can go straight into our two binomials of a positive 1 and a positive 5.